I call it MVP, not minimum viable product, but minimum viable policy. And I think that's where we're going to need to get to, is to go, okay, you want to launch this electronic widget with all the regulations of different voltage structures, and what's the MVP, minimum policy you need to manage that environment? Yeah. And the AI will figure it out.
I guarantee you the conflicting policies and bullshit regulations around the wildfires and
my God,
fire protection. One thing that's interesting is when at SpaceX, when someone comes up with a specification, which is kind of the equivalent of a regulation in the government world, like the specification for this part is this, this, and this, they have to sign their name and provide their contact details so that 5 years later, if that specification is like, why did we specify that? It blocks this improvement here. You can call the person and say, why did you do that?
I think that's the kind of thing that we need much, much, much more of, right?
Yeah.
But frankly, that for me is equivalent to documenting software, right? When you document software, you write up why did you do it this way? Why did you do this code of libraries to perform this function, so that somebody coming after you doing maintenance gets some sense of it? We'll be able to have AI do a lot of that now. Software maintenance is going to be 1,000 times easier as a result of LLMs. And I think the same thing will happen with policy standard setting is for me one of the areas where you could really go nuts with AI, because you could say to an AI, what's the best standard for this type of thing, right? It can be incredible. You just have to have the gumption to use it and get it into place.
Yeah, I think so, and I hope so, because it will. I mean, listen, the U.S. tax code. Can we please call bullshit on the U.S. tax code? I mean, it's a mechanism.